Welcome back to another video, 71 race team. So basically, it's currently the weekend. This vlog is pretty much exactly taking off where the last one ended. So it is the weekend, so we're going to get into weekend adventures. As you guys could tell, we are in the GLS, but we do need to wash the M5. We need to start the Mustang since I put in the battery a week ago and still have not even turned on the car since then. So I need to make sure the car's not dead, and we will be trying to take out the Lambo, but we'll see if that happens.
I gotta get me a bag, steady type of cash on my bro and that same shit. No, it don't lame, can't even same shit. I heard your shit in the swag, that shit is so sad, put in work at that basement. I charge you double that payment, little boy, I'm not one you could play with. I grew up in Brooklyn, left right, I keep looking, if the ops come then we get to.
Since I was unable to wash the M5 yesterday, we're doing it really quickly today and then moving around the cars, putting the M5 in the garage like discussed. And yeah, move on with the day. We've been pretty much working on social media, watched the Steelers game, which was absolute disaster against the Niners. By the time you guys watch this, it will probably be way later since we do have plenty of vlogs to post. And yeah, working on social media, did legal work, and now we're just jumping to the M5 and the cars. Probably would have been a good idea to bring the damn key, but I managed to forget to do that because we don't want the Lambo to get wet. So it makes sense to back this up over here. All right, almost grabbed the wrong key, even though I know exactly why I'm here. Actually, we're just gonna grab everything for now.
So sad that my youngest stay shook. Get a bag, we don't play by the book. Made a slab, now they all wanna hug. If you ask, yeah, I do the dash, yeah. Got money bags, yeah. For the ones that they took, I know that I'm good, eh. Straight face and I look. They say that budget is in my outlook, yeah. Hot mail, we gon' post bail when that ship sail, oh yeah. I pop I was down bad on my ass, I had no job, I was yeah. Now I get this shit back and left for you haters and man, and you counting your pay stub. I do this so royal, right after the wake up, I go get my cake off. I gotta get me a bag, steady to my cash on my door and that same shit. No, it don't lame.
All right, move the Lambo and the Mustang over there. Now we're pulling in the M5. I would explain what we're doing exactly, but it's a little complicated, but we're basically moving all the cars to the back.
I heard your shit in the swag, that shit is so sad, put in work at that basement. I charge you double that payment, little boy, I'm not one you could play with. Watch out, everyone come for that ride out, yeah. Say watch out, we came with that dog pound, yeah. Say watch out, everyone come for that ride out, yeah. Say watch out.
The Lambo's in place. Mustang is out, but does need to be sort of reorganized or moved a little bit. And now we're on the M5. Time for the cover. Here we are on this sunny day, running work errands in the Mustang today. Car is, as you guys can see, pretty dirty from the car cover. Like literally fiber everywhere, unfortunately. And keep in mind, the car was perfectly clean. It was washed before the cover was put on, but that's just life, I guess. I just noticed a web over here, so that's probably not a good sign to start the drive, but here goes nothing. I know it's going to end up scraping because that's just how it is with the lip on it, but there's nothing we can do about that, I guess.
10 seconds later.
Got the gate closed and it's time to officially head out. We don't have the Bluetooth connection in here, so I guess we're not having any music, but I guess we are going to at least least going to have to, or at least we're going to talk. I almost lost control of the steering. I didn't realize it was that soft. But yeah, let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I will need to basically stop talking here and there because when you accelerate, the car vibrates. And as you guys would know if you've been watching for a while, there's a modified exhaust setup on here that basically ends right underneath the cabin. So given that the cabin I wouldn't say parts are vibrating like older cars where, you know, things are loose and whatnot and like everything starts vibrating and shit. We had that issue in the 91 Nissan 300ZX we had where I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't think we ever investigated it, but something would constantly vibrate in the interior. So here it's not like nothing's, as you guys could hear, when I'm not accelerating, there's no vibration at all. But since exhaust tips end underneath the cabin area, in between probably the front seats and the back seats, it creates a lot of vibration from the noise. So I can't talk as much as I want to during certain times, and I have to like pause and stuff because otherwise you guys just won't hear me. We got people going on red, but regardless, camera ended up shutting off. But yeah, quick run, nothing really new to add with the cars. I haven't really driven the Lambo like that. I did want to drive it last weekend, but unfortunately I just did not have the time to do so. Have not gotten the light for oil outside of that one time a couple of weeks back, I believe. So nothing there. Obviously I did drive the Lamborghini around in terms of rearranging the cars, but that was literally driving the backyard and not on the street or anything. So that's that. We might get a spin out of it this weekend. I'm thinking about taking it out. We have family members coming to have lunch with us, and their kid loves Lamborghinis and Bugattis. Obviously I don't have a Bugatti, but I do have a Lambo, and he's never been in one. So you know, if things go as planned, intend to take him out in a Lambo, so we'll see how that pans out. M5, as you guys know, that was put in the garage. Ironically, the M5 is the one sitting in the Lamborghini garage and not the Lamborghini. And the reason I did that is because when I do drive the Lamborghini, I don't want to have to move endless cars to get it out. So for now, I was like, you know what, let's just keep it covered. And it's already clean anyways, so we'll just keep it covered underneath the cover, and we'll put the M5 in the garage and move the Mustang out. So the Mustang will basically be my daily driver. The Lamborghini will be my for fun drive, and we'll just store the M5 for now. I think for longer drives, what I'll do is I'll take the M5. Like if I had to run down to the office. So the M5 will probably be for drives that are like maybe longer than like 15 miles plus. The Mustang will be for short drives, and the Lamborghini will be for any drives that I could get in, whether that's just for fun, whether that's just for like food runs, no matter what the distance is, or so on and so forth. So every car will sort of have a different use, if you will, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Obviously the M5 is only a 4-door car, so that would be the family car as well, so that's another thing that I'd use it for in case we need to go somewhere with everybody. So we'll just see. We'll get into more adventures obviously with the cars and go from there. Mustang, obviously we got a new battery, and it looks like the car is good. It's not dying every like 5 seconds. So that's that. Obviously, I'm trying to get to like 25,000 subs so I could twin turbo the Mustang. I'd already found the kit I wanted, the bolt-on kit, but it might need some modifications to it. But I still need to find a shop that would be willing to actually work on it, because I have not been able to find one. I haven't looked in a while, but what happens usually is I don't get a response at all. I did reach out to ℕ𝕝𝕒𝕟𝕚 a long time ago, and that was when I had the C63. I don't remember exactly what build I was doing on the C63 at that time. Maybe it was, I think there was something more than a tune, because there would be no reason for me to send it all the way to Southern California just for a tune. So I think I had something else in mind. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was several mods. I think I was trying to get it to over 700 horses so I could be the super car killer that I nicknamed it. But yeah, so I hit ℕ𝕝𝕒𝕟𝕚 up about that car, as well as the Mustang. At that time I was trying to do a turbo build and I never got a response at all, so I might think about hitting them up again to see what they would charge just to twin turbo the Mustang, and I would have no real issue sending it to Southern California to get that done. And you know, have it I'd probably have it shipped there, but maybe I'll drive it back the 5-6 hours, because I think that would be kind of cool. As long as the build is reliable, I think it'd be pretty fun to twin turbo it and pretty much drive it all the way back to Northern California. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of that, do remember to get us to 25,000 subs, you know, subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that, so we get more exposure and we can do that build.
10 seconds later.
Finally back. I will say that one thing that I do miss when I drive this car is sort of all the assist features and whatnot you get in the M5. But it kind of is what it is. Obviously, this car has very minimal features considering it is a 04 and similar like the Lambo. It doesn't have much tech like whatsoever. I sort of like it in the Lambo though, because that's sort of what it is, and it makes the feeling a little more raw. And you know, all of it sort of kind of goes with you driving a Lamborghini. But in the Mustang, I'm kind of like, I would actually like more features, but obviously it's old, and I could obviously add the backup camera and like this and that, and like put the money in to do all that, but it's probably not worthwhile since the car is not worth very much. But you know, it's kind of like one of those situations where that's why I'd like another Mustang. Kind of like, I wouldn't say I grew up on Mustangs, but I think my dad got the first Mustang I really, you know, had any experience with back when I was in elementary school. It's a 06 Mustang. I think we bought it in like 07 or 08. So that was a while back, obviously. And I believe I was in elementary school, like I said. So I've spent a lot of my life with that Mustang, and we've had a couple more, this being one of them. We also had a 2000 Mustang as well. So had experience with several Mustangs. This one I obviously, for the most part, aesthetically at least, I built myself, so pretty hands-on with it. But that love for Mustangs, I guess, makes me want to have another one. That's one of the reasons I asked everybody whether we should try to get a dark horse. I would like to have a dark horse. I'm not sure I could keep the BMW M5 and the dark horse. Maybe I could. You know, if I were to get a dark horse, I probably would keep it. So we'd have this 04 Mustang, we'd have the 07 Lambo, 24 dark horse, and then the 2018 M5. So I'd probably do that if you guys wanted to see a dark horse on the channel. I don't know how many channels have a dark horse, but I think that would be pretty badass. I actually did look at listings. There weren't that many, so I'm not sure, because when I did research, there were questions about whether the dark horse is limited or it's not limited, and like so on and so forth. So there was some confusion related to that. So I'm not 100% sure if it's limited, but I didn't find that many listings on it, at least at that point. So maybe a lot of dealers just didn't have it yet. But still one of those options sort of looming in the background. I think it would be pretty cool to have a dark horse. I wouldn't mind just getting a GT 5.0, but there's probably far less value in that than getting something that's more unique, like a GT 500 or GT 350 or the Roush. Like we almost got a stage 3 Roush, which almost had like 800 horses stock, and you know, dark horses and stuff of that nature. Everybody said, or a lot of people said, don't get a Mach 1 or a Mach 1, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But so I was like, whatever. Obviously, we try to find a ℂ𝕝𝕒, but I don't. Well, I guess they do have ℂ𝕝𝕒s of the newer generation Mustang. So regardless, I wouldn't mind having another Mustang as long as it was like a specialty one. Unless I got a GT for cheap, that would make it worthwhile getting an average Mustang over a limited production one. But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll just see what we do. I'm still interested in the idea. I don't think anybody really acknowledged the idea, at least not on TikTok, or even on YouTube. So if you guys would be interested in seeing a dark horse on the channel, let me know. I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, in the meantime, obviously we have plenty of cars to already deal with. So I guess that's that. My grandma mentioned that somebody put stuff on the cars, so came out here to see who we're suing today, but looks like it's just a pizza place.